So hello everyone, welcome back. We are meeting after about 4 or 5 days. So previously I thought that maybe I should come each and every day and try to give you all these advices and whatever I tell you in general. If you just scan through my channel, you will get it. But then I realized that maybe people don't actually require me every day. I'm saying this because ultimately, of course, you need a teacher. That's 100%. But how long will you stay dependent on a teacher, right? You need to be independent, right? Let's say in an exam, you study the entire year, but in the exam, teacher won't come, right? Or rather, he won't come to help. So that's the thing. You need to be independent. And if I do come every day, which I will maybe in the future, but currently, if I do come every day and you also come every day, then that would just make us dependent, and that is something which I don't want it to happen. That's the main entire point. That's the entire reason I'm doing all this, so that you can break all your dependencies, all your attachments to whatever things you have, in general life or anything. So that was my aim. However, this video would be a bit different than what my usual videos are. That is because this is this is a bit different because I am kind of, you can say, promoting myself in the sense, for the last 2 days I was not so called into this studying and all, which I am generally am. I study all this physics, chemistry, maths, and all those. But I thought that maybe I should write a novel or something, right? And of course, I'm currently 17, so and I don't have that much of literary skills as of now, which again is due to my fault. But I thought, why not try? I always read this books like Harry Potter and then Percy Jackson's and so many fantasy books I read, or short stories and all this. So why not make one myself? Like, of course, I took a lot of inspiration from these books that I mentioned. This Rick Riordan and J.K. Rowling, they're very influential writers. Then Ruskin Bond, I took inspiration from all of them. And I kind of created a novel, which I know it might sound a bit too much, that creating novel at 17, but actually it's not a novel in the true sense. I created the novel and I wanted to send it to publications. And while sending, I came to know that the thing which I wrote, it has around 20,000 words, right? So that thing is called a novella, or like a short kind of novel, you can say. Not exactly a novel which spans forward, lakhs of words, right? So uh, what my main aim was, while writing this, is to create that similar, that series kind of thing, that okay, book 1, book 2, book 3, and so on and so forth, like, as in Harry Potter or any Percy or any fantasy books which you have read, that first this, so going on and on. So what I did, I created it, and I sacrificed my sleep, I sacrificed my studies. Or sacrifice means what? I was enjoying it. Nothing, you know, forcefully. I did not leave everything aside. I just enjoyed it a lot, really. And I, wrote each and everything. Of course, in computer, I don't have that much, you can say, caliber to write it on the copy, because if I did, then I would have to copy it back to computer. Then I would have to probably then correct all the spellings, improve the grammar, the tone. But few plots, a few instances where I thought that okay, this incident might be required in the story, that I wrote in my copy. But I hope you get the idea. So I did not sleep and I did not do all these things for 2 days, and I created a 20,000 page novel, novel or novella, whatever 20,000 words. It's around, if we look in the novel format, I think 5.5 or 8 inches, 5.5 by 8 inches. So that was it came around 161 pages. So and word count was around 19,000, 20,000, right? So I made it, and of course it was made very fast. And I previously thought that maybe I would use some AI or something like that, but then I figured it out that all these AIs, they don't have any creativity, or they have basically nothing. If you just ask an AI to write even a few pages, or let's say you ask it to write 10 pages, it will not write. So it was a lot of pressure, or a lot of work to be done. So but I did it, and I sent my book to a few notable publications. And of course, I am ready to get rejected because I have no prior writing experience, in the sense that the only place I think I have ever written before is my school exams. I haven't even participated in any other writing exams as well. But how does it matter, right? I just like to write, and I wrote. I've sent it to publications. If they will accept, they will accept, and otherwise they will won't. Of course, great authors, they also face so many rejections. Now, of course, you know, I will. The main purpose of making this video is to let you know. Now, of course, you will ask that what we will do, that you have wrote a novel. So the thing is, it's my first novel, and I'm very excited about it. Really, that I'm still very. I'm finished the novel. I just made all the chapters and all those, and I sent it to our, let's say, 10 publications, I think. So let's see what happens. But what I wanted to let you know, that maybe if you do have time, otherwise if you are very busy, or you are doing something else, let's say you are doing something very important, which is truly right, then of course keep doing it. I have no problem, no issues. But if you are free, maybe if you get the time, and maybe the pleasure, that if you I will upload the first 3 chapters in my description. You can just maybe have a go, or look through it, maybe criticizes, if you criticize, then that would be also very good, because it would be amazing to get any reviews, because of course I agree that I'm not a very renowned writer or something like that, and as I mentioned, I don't have any, you can say, writing experience in the marketing or professional sense. But if you of course, people read all these books and all. If you have any ideas, or if you have any criticisms, or if you have any appreciations also, just email me, or rather you can let me know in the comments also. It would be very helpful. I'm really excited to make the second book. I finished the first book, but I will upload only the first 3 chapters, until and unless the demand arises. If the demand is there, that okay, upload the next chapters also, we are loving it so much, then I will upload. Because again, I have sent it to publications, and I don't think they would want, if they even want to uh, rather tie up with me, then they won't want that I will give this out for free. So I'm attaching this first 3 chapters. Do give a look through it. Of course, it's not going to be the best that you have read, but certainly I have really put in the effort, and I would appreciate it, your response. And of course, I don't have much time to write book 2 now. I will write so in the future, maybe the next year. But book 1 was a lot of work, and of course, it's a bit comparatively short book, because I have wrote it in 2 nights, and I did not sleep. So of course, a lot of work was involved, and it was very enjoyable. Very very happy I was while doing that. But anyways, um, please share your reviews. If you have time, just go through it. Don't just randomly come and say, oh no, it's very good, or randomly just don't see and just comment negatively also, because if you don't read, then what's the point, right? That's the thing. So of course, see you later, and maybe today no philosophical discussions, just a short promotion video. It's a fantasy book, right? So um future, maybe the categorization will also change. I will write different kinds of book also, but to start off with fantasy, because I am very obsessed with it. So anyways, see you later. Bye.